Hey everyone, NWA Prepper.
And Scout.
I don't know why we chose to drink at the same time, but we did. So we are working a little bit today. We have a really big brush pile there. That's about a year old.
It's old.
6 or 7 months old.
Yeah.
And we decided to take care of it. And then in getting ready for Viking training task 4 Bravo, 4B, which I intended on doing this evening, but I got sidetracked. My daughter's been gone to camp for a week, so she came home, so I put it off. But one night this week, we're just gonna grab our bags and we're just gonna walk, and we've decided the Butterfield Trail. Is that?
Yep.
Butterfield Trail, and we're gonna walk. And our goal is to walk or hike for 4 hours. Set up camp, cook dinner, hang out, do the cool things, go to bed, and then in the morning wake up, make breakfast, and come back. If we do that, then I can do that and take about a half a day off from work. Scott's pretty lazy in the summer, so he doesn't. Well, that's not true. Are you working this week? He doesn't know. Anyway, so this is the bag out of my truck, and it's not crazy heavy, but I bet it's 25 pounds, 27 pounds. I haven't weighed it, but this has my water and well, this has everything in it to get me to where I need to go. So we'll start, and on the side here is part of my hammock sleeping system, and this is my hammock quilt. Sometimes I used to use a poncho liner, but so I use that. And then, yes, I know this is a camouflage bag, but that's what I have. So in here we have my 2-meter radio. It normally lives in a zippy bag, but I was using it a little while ago and then just stuffed it back in this compartment. Because I have a new antenna, I've got to get a new pouch to mount it on the side where the other one was. This knife is one of my Patreon members sent me this, and I'm still testing that, but that's right in there. So I have a little trauma kit that's got a tourniquet, a combat dressing, some gauze, stuff like that. I don't have this one attached to the outside yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. I'm probably not. I'm probably going to get a bare minimum kit and mount on there from Bear Independent. So I keep a life straw in here. It's not my favorite method. What's up, buddy?
Oh, Duke just looks over at us like we're crazy.
Oh, hi, Duke. That's his dog. But this one is easy for me to get to. I keep it in the package to keep it clean until I'm ready to roll. I like a wide brim hat. Natural colors. I don't know, that's just the hat I like. And that should be all that's in this part here other than fire. So we may do this video in a couple of parts. We may not. What do you think?
It's whatever you want to do. And there goes Tracy. Chasing him off.
I'll put my radio back in a minute. So then, in my first compartment, right on top, I keep very important papers and a clean pair of high socks, boot socks. And then in here, there's all kinds of things. I've got some windproof matches, and it's got the striker on the side of the box. I forgot. I don't remember where I got these stormproof matches. I've got a couple of tools, just a knife, a multi-tool, and then this guy here has some other tools. So really, I've got some Sharpies, big and little. I've got a water Write in the Rain pen. I've got a Write in the Rain notebook. I keep some ibuprofen and a leave, or Tylenol and a leave. Easy to get to. Earplugs. This is a neck scarf, but I can use it for a bunch of things.
There's like a weird hat.
It can be a weird hat.
People with like hatters.
Trash bag, a big heavy duty lawn bag. And then here is my water bag. This has my Sawyer Mini in it. The dirty bag, my syringe to blow back, and then I also keep some water purification tabs in here, just because. And then let's see what else is in here. Should be just a headlamp that I just turned on. Just a little headlamp, nothing crazy, real lightweight. And that, oh, my extra large spork. Now the length on this one is important because of some of the food that I have. So that's all that's in that front compartment of mine. My main compartment, I start up here with, this is my hammock shelter. So I think I did that video for Patreon. Anyway, this is my hammock shelter or a hammock tarp. There's a lot of different ones you can get. This one has the strings already attached to the places I need, and has cordage and everything and stakes all right here in this bag. It's my hammock. This has hammock straps, has about 100 feet of paracord, and then my hammock. And this, I mean, if I wanted, I can squish this down to half the size, but I don't. Just, yeah, 2 AR mags. My rain gear. Now this particular one is a transition because I'm looking for something I like better. This is real light, but it's not as durable as I would like. Then I have water here with this particular bottle because I can boil water in this and not feel bad. I mean, I have a pot in here too, but I meant I can boil this with some paracord or some cordage over a fire and not feel bad. I can cut a hole in the top and use it to squirt to clean out wounds. This has a whole bunch of purposes that I carry that on purpose, as opposed to this guy right here that I carry. So the next thing I carry is some food, and I got a good deal on these the other day, so I swapped out some of my granola bars and something else I had. Oatmeal. My oatmeal and granola bars for 2 breakfasts, scrambled eggs and peppers and stuff. So I have 2 breakfast meals, and then I've got a potatoes and cheese Mexican style beef, which is really, really good, and then a beef stroganoff. So I have...
You don't have the potatoes, onions, and...
no, I just haven't put that one in here yet. Because I got... So the other day we had potatoes, onions...
And beef, I think.
I don't... I think it... No, it had to have been chicken. It wasn't beef. Anyway, we had one the other day that we really liked, but we waterlogged it. And so this is the one that I put in there. It was potatoes, onions, and cheese.
Oh.
And this is potatoes and cheese and broccoli. So anyway, and then I have my jet boil system. that has inside here, it's got the fuel, the stand, another lighter, everything in there. And then, so even if I don't use the stove, I can still use this. I wouldn't want to. I'd take this neoprene cover off, but so I can use that either way I want to. And then I have a chamois, lots of uses, and this is my electronics bag. I've got another headlamp that has red and yellow lights.
What are you kicking it?
Some ants. A wind-up or a dynamo radio, AM/FM weather. It's got a flashlight on it. This little guy here is a small night vision device. So in the event there's no moon, no stars, no light, then I can still see a little bit around me to keep me safe. And then extra batteries for the headlamp. So let's see, what else is in here? In my very back compartment, I keep a tarp with the reflective on there. This is a survival blanket that I've carried for a long time. I've used a lot. I really like it. I also, however, have a survival bivouac bag that it's just a little bit, this is a little bit lighter. I can use this to make a heat shield. I can use it to make a behind a campfire to reflect heat back at me. Things like that.
I'll be right back.
All right, Scout. See you later. Another heavy-duty trash bag. And then in this last compartment of my bag, I have some odds and ends. I guess they're not odds and ends. They're equally important. But so I have a knife sharpener with the coarse metal, sharpener, and then the ceramic. This one's a Smith. This little guy here is a little metal saw and a little wood saw. I know they're little and lightweight, but it would be better than nothing, and I have this on quite a bit of cordage. In here I've got a Furious rod and striker, another lighter, and then a prototype of the emergency pyro can, which is a product that a good friend of mine makes. That I've done a video on those. I may repost it. It's pretty awesome. Then I have a couple of hand warmers, actually hand warmers, and then a body warmer. They're different sizes. And I know it's summer and I'm in the south, but I still keep those in there in the event that I get wet or cold. If I get cold, I want to be able to deal with it as quickly as I can. And then this right here is just a little survival kit that's got a whistle, a little fishing kit, some duct tape, a survival blanket, some cordage, some wire, safety pins, a little signaling mirror, some extra fish hooks and things I put in there. And so that is, that's it, guys. I know that's not, it is a lot of stuff to me. But that should be plenty of stuff to get me from here, which this is my backyard in town, so it'll get me from where I'm at now to where I need to be. I'm very fortunate that my bug out location is not terribly far, but it is a walk, and it'll take me a couple days to get there. I do have kiddos and a wife, and she can't. I'm big and fat. I can't go very fast, but she can't either. And so for me to take care of her, I've got a couple days worth of stuff in here. And then my kids and my wife each have their own bag that have several redundancies in them. Particularly Scout's, as he gets stronger, he gets to put more and more in his stuff. Matter of fact, almost this whole kit, except for he only carries one mag instead of two, and yeah, okay, he has some different stuff, but it does the same stuff as this. So basically he has this same bag. I spend a little bit more on his stuff to keep it lighter. He has a different type of stove. My daughter doesn't have a stove. She prefers a heat tab. So she has a stove, but it's a heat tab stove. No, my wife doesn't carry a stove. And she carries a different sleeping system. Because she's not a hammock person. So anyway, so this is it. I know this video is a little bit long. But this is, I call this my get home bag. This is what I need to get from work to home. I mean, from work to home, I could be home in several hours, a few hours. So I can be home in hours, and then I can be at my bug out from either one of those. It'd take me a day or two. From work, it's closer than it is from home, kind of. Anyway, so if you have any questions or comments, I know this is different than a lot of people carry, but this is my kit, and I like it. However, it's always a work in progress. Your bag is never complete. As you learn more things and get new skills, then what you carry changes. Like recently I changed my cooking system. But I did that mostly because these really lightweight dehydrated foods, you know, I got several of these. So if I have them, I'm going to utilize them. I'm going to pack them. They're lighter. This one here is... They're 2.5 meals or 2.5 servings. Each serving has 200 calories and a pretty good mix of other nutrients. So, you know, this is most of a meal for the two of us.
Yeah.
Particularly if you count in what we're gonna pick up. I mean, like there's some poke salad behind me, dandelions over there. I mean, we all know there's honeysuckle. There's a lot of things that we know how to grab on the way. Not to mention if he starts catching frogs and fish.
I almost caught one.
He almost caught a fish with him. Anyway, thank you for watching. I know this has been a long video. I hope it's been worth it. I always say the same thing at the end of every video.
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready.